Luna and I are here today. She just got groomed and she's all ready for Christmas with her red bow, so she wanted to say hi. Today I'm going to be reviewing Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. It is a classic. It was published in 1938, and I just want to start by saying I never read classics. Unfortunately, I've always kind of been hesitant to read them because when I read, I really just like to get drawn into the story, and I like to read pretty quickly, and I always just have been a little bit nervous that maybe if I tried to read a classic, I wouldn't understand the language, or it would just, be too hard to understand. So I had seen a while back on Chelsea's channel at Chelsea in a Book that she typically doesn't read classics either, and that she loved Rebecca, and she said it was a page turner. So that really piqued my interest, and I put it on my list of things that I wanted to read. And then not too long ago, I had subscribed to Andy's channel at Estella's Revenge, and I was watching some of her previous videos, and she had also reviewed Rebecca and liked it. She and Chelsea had read it at the same time, and so I just decided then that I was going to go ahead and order it. My library didn't have it, so I wanted to order it so that when I got ready to read it, I would have it. I was getting ready to go out of town, and I was about to finish up Burial Rites, and I wanted to take another book just in case I finished, but I didn't really want to take another library book, so I just thought I would take Rebecca, read a couple of chapters, and then when I got back home, I would put it down to finish my library books, and then I could pick it back up later. Well, I read Rebecca for 4 days straight. Anytime I had a chance to read, that's what I read. So that's just a good indication of how much I loved the book. So let me show you the book. This is the cover that I got. I didn't intend to, but honestly, this cover hurts my soul. I just think it's so unattractive. I really don't like red, and I don't like yellow, and I really don't like them together. So I ordered it from a bookseller on Amazon because, like I've said before, I like to order from the booksellers on Amazon, and I thought I was getting the other cover, but this is the one that I got. So I may end up getting the other cover just because this is definitely a book I'll want to keep in my collection because I know that I'll be reading it again. So the book is told from the perspective of an unnamed narrator. She is a young woman, and she works as a lady's companion to a pretty annoying lady. And she's in Monte Carlo, and she ends up meeting Maxim de Winter, and they start seeing each other, and her employer gets sick, so she has a few days off, and they end up going on drives together and eating lunch together, and they end up getting married pretty quickly. And she moves with him to his estate in the English countryside named Manderley. She becomes the woman of the house, and it is a big estate, like I said, with several people working for them. She doesn't really know what she's doing because she's never done this before, and the book is just about her feeling like she's in the shadows of Rebecca. Rebecca would throw these grand parties, and everyone seemed to love her, and so she is trying to fill the shoes of Rebecca and just feels inadequate. One of the main characters is a woman who works for them in the house named Mrs. Danvers, who is really just treats her terribly. She's very bitter that she's there as the woman of the house where Rebecca used to be. So the book, you can't really say too much about it because you don't want to give too much away. That's really all that I can say about it, because I think it's definitely a book that you're better off going into knowing as little as possible. I had read some reviews before I read the book, but I was very careful not to read anything with spoilers. And while I was reading the book, I knew there was a movie, a Hitchcock movie of Rebecca, and so I was just looking up information on it one day, and the first comment was a huge spoiler. So I was so upset because I had done so well about not reading spoilers. But anyway, I would definitely say go into it knowing as little as possible and just let it surprise you. The book is very suspenseful. It's a mystery. It's very gothic feeling. The author did such a great job with the atmosphere and the descriptions in the book. If there was anything I could say negative about the book, it would just be that at times I thought maybe it was a little too descriptive when she was describing the flowers and stuff like that. Some of the descriptions were very in-depth. But that's really nothing, to pick on. And that's really the only thing I could think of that I might have negative to say about it. But I really just love the book. I thought that it was really beautifully written, and I loved the atmosphere that it creates. After I read it, I really missed reading about the characters. So that's just, I think, an indication of a great book when you're through with it and you think, what am I going to read next? Because really nothing else is going to measure up to this book. And that's how I felt. I even missed Jasper. He's the dog. So definitely a great book. If you like mysteries, you like Gothic type books, I would definitely recommend it. I had read a review on Goodreads of someone that I follow her reviews, and she had said that she just would love to see a remake of the movie to see what Hollywood could do with it today. And I completely agree. I think that this would be an amazing movie, and I really do wish that they would remake the movie. I think it would be really great. And I'll just say that while I was reading it, I kind of pictured Jonathan Rhys-Meyers as Maxim de Winter. I'm just putting that out there. So anyway, I think it would be a great movie. But I would give the book 4.5 to 5 stars. Like I said, I really can't think of anything negative to say about it. It kept me reading. It kept me involved. I love the atmosphere. I thought it was really well-paced, well-written, and I would definitely recommend this book. So that's all I have for you today. I know there is a follow-up book to this written by someone else. I can't even think of the name of it off the top of my head, but I've kind of wanted to read it just because I'm interested, but I'm also a little bit leery because I don't want to be disappointed because I loved Rebecca so much, and I can just kind of decide what I think happened after the book ends. But if you've read that book, let me know what you think or if it's worth reading. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So that's it for me today. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and thank you for watching.